everyone, welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new to my channel. My name is Magdalena. I have a crochet small business and I am on Etsy and Instagram. Links will be in the description if you'd like to go check them out. Today's video, it's April 1st and I'm going to be seeing how much yarn I can use in a month. Or how much yarn I do use in a month. This is more of just like seeing how much I can use rather than like trying to use a lot. I figured this would be a good month to do it, one, because I've been wanting to do this and so I'll remember to do it this month, rather than like pushing it off and like never doing it. And two, I'm doing my first market, so I will be crocheting a lot of stuff. So I got this video idea from Tiana Asada, by the way, so credit to her. She did that, and then I think she got the idea from someone else, but I'm forgetting that person's name. I got the idea from Tiana Asada though. So today I know I'm going to be working on caterpillars, and it uses this green yarn, so I'm pretty sure that we're going to run out of this. And this was a full skein not too long ago because of a lot of caterpillar orders, but I think this is what we're going to run out of first. But before I use it, I wanted to show you how much there is. As predicted, we're nearing the end of this yarn cake, so we're kind of playing yarn chicken. I feel like I will get close to the end of this row, but I don't know if I'll finish it. But I definitely have more of this color because I do need it. So let's see if we can get to the end of this row. Nope. No, okay, wait. Almost exactly halfway. So that's not so bad, but yeah, so from where I showed you before this, we did these two green ones, like full green, and then this much of the next green one. So that's the first yarn that we ran out of in April, and it's April 1st, so that's nice. On the first day we ran out of something. It was small, but still, a win is a win. I think it'll be a while until I finish my next skein of yarn, at least in this color palette, so I'll see you when I finish my next yarn. So I thought I had recorded this clip, but then I forgot that when I tried to, I ran out of storage, so I never recorded it. But basically I had this, it's Premier Yarns Parfait Chunky. It's the shade Sunshine, and I had like a little ball of it that had been a skein, but at the beginning of April it was a ball. It was like this big. I don't quite know. I meant to show you, but I didn't, obviously. But in the next clip I will show you everything I made with it because I did end up finishing it. Okay, we successfully made this little love bug, and we're working on a second one, but this one is going to be hollow, and I have this much yarn left. So I think whether I like finish it exactly or not, I think I'm just going to call it finished, because at that point it'll just be scrap yarn, like really scrap yarn, like too small to crochet with. This row is just a 24 single crochets around, so I think I should have enough yarn. Wait, I think this is actually the perfect amount. Okay, so then I'm just going to slip stitch it to the next stitch because it's gonna make this like the base flat. That's perfect. Okay, so that's our second yarn finished in April, and today is, I guess it's technically April 5th, because because it's midnight. It's after midnight. Okay, it's April 5th when we finished this yarn. So I'm just going to weave in the ends. But this was like a very small ball. I think I showed you it in the beginning. I mean, it was probably like the size of these little things, like in a ball. But we also used it for this. So it was bigger. But so yeah, our second yarn that we used, and this is what we got out of it. Alright, it is April 6th, and I didn't show you the skein before, but it was like one of these Premier Yarns, Parfait Chunky, and this is basically a full skein, so you can see the size of it, but it was yellow, and it made this duck and the wings and everything, and then most of this duck, I'm like in the middle of the third to last row, and then I have 2 more rows, so like once I get more yarn in the middle, this will be another skein of yarn completed. We're very close to finishing our next skein of yarn. This is what we have left of soft navy, and it is April 8th. I recorded a video this morning at school of what the skein looked like this morning before I used it, so I'll put that here so you can see. But I thought I might finish it in school, so I wanted to have some measure of it. But so far, this is what we're working with, and we have this much left, so I think we'll get through this bump and then start a new one. As predicted, we just finished the soft navy, so we did this bump like I predicted, did a full one of this, and then 4 stitches of the next blue bump. So I'm going to start another skein. It is still relatively early in the month, so if I get more orders for this, I might possibly finish it. This skein, I mean, so we'll see, but that is another, this one is a skein finished, and, well, it was a used skein, but I think it was like pretty full in the beginning of the month. So yeah, and then we have this green yarn, we're pretty close to finishing, but I bet we'll finish that tomorrow, because, I don't know how much more crocheting I'm going to do tonight. Hello, it is April 9th, and I'm absolutely going to finish this little green today. It did start out as a skein, as a used skein, so I'm definitely going to finish this today, but I just wanted to show you that this is what I have left. There's a few yarns that I am using for projects, or I have used for projects, but I don't think I'll finish them. But I still want to show you because it's still yarn that I'm using up. These two, this was a full skein, like this size, not the size of these skeins, but you know, basically this size. It's loops and threads, I can't remember the exact color, but, and then this, like, burgundy was a giant ball, and then I caked it up, and so I think it made 3 cakes. This is the first cake, and I'm using it to make this zebra stripe bag. It's a pattern test for someone. I'll put their info up on the screen. So I still have to do the flap and the strap of the bag, but I don't think I'll finish either of them, but I wanted to show you that. I've just made 4 of these little broccoli bodies. They're gonna have like tops that are a darker green. So I made 4 of them, and then this is the rest of this key lime Parfait Chunky that is left. I know I didn't finish this completely, but I wanted to show you that this is what it looks like after those 4 broccoli bodies, and then I will definitely use it for something else in this next week before my market. This is me filming a lot later, but I actually didn't really end up using it for anything. I tried to use it to make like an earth baby head. I can put a photo up so you understand what I was trying to make, but it wasn't enough green. But since it's like color changing, like since you change from blue to green and like back and forth, I was cutting the yarn each time, and so then the green just ended up in these really tiny scraps. So I'm just gonna say that I finished it because I really can't do anything with it at this point. I just started this skein of Sunshine Premier Parfait Chunky, and I'm making a duck with it. And this is all for market prep, so I am almost positive that I'm going to finish this skein. So I just finished a full skein of Sunshine. I started it yesterday, and this is what I got out of it. So I'm making these suns, and I got the full, like, the 3D suns. So I did the front and back panels of one sun, and then this is one panel, but it's not quite full. I still have to do one more round. And I got like the ducks and stuff that I made yesterday. I made a duck and then 2 pairs of wings with it as well. So now we are starting another skein of Sunshine, and I'm going to write down that we finished that one skein today. I just finished another cake of the Sunshine Parfait Chunky yarn. It made all of these adorable little bees. Let me see, I have 7 of them here. I want to do an 8th, so that's what I started here, but then I ran out of yarn, so I'm just gonna make that real quick. But another skein of yarn used. A lot of this is yellow, as you can tell. So I got confused, and the yellow that I was using for my bees is actually not Sunshine. It's just called yellow, and it's lighter. So I don't know if you can tell, this is Sunshine, and actually it shows up so much better on camera, and I don't know why. This is Sunshine and this is yellow. So I was using yellow for the bees, so yellow is actually what I just finished. I just finished a skein of yellow, of Sunshine Parfait Chunky. I started it on the 20th, and it's now the 24th. Like this size skein. So I'm gonna mark that down, that I just finished that. Okay, it is the final day of April. It's April 30th. I cannot believe that it's like the end of this video, but I have one more yarn that I'm gonna finish. Just in time. It's 9 o'clock, so it's like decently late too on April 30th, but I have this real teal that I'm about to finish, and I'm almost positive that it started as a full skein, or at least like a mostly full skein. I'm recording on my phone, and my phone is sitting on top of the computer, so I can't check my spreadsheet right now, but if I'm wrong, I will put it on the screen of what it actually started as. But yeah, I'm working on another Very Hungry Caterpillar scarf. I closed my Etsy shop for a while, so I hadn't been working on these. I think that if I did this in a month where I didn't close my shop for like a few weeks, then I would have gotten through more yarn, at least more of this Hungry Caterpillar yarn. But it was a cake when I started this particular scarf, and I have 3 bumps in real teal done so far. So we're just gonna see how much this will get me. I mean, I don't even think it's gonna get me halfway. But yeah, and then I will do a full recap too of like everything that I finished this month. I actually think it was a lot less than I expected it to be. I think that when I was doing all my market prep stuff, I kind of expected the things I was making for my market to take up more yarn than they did. So yeah, I think I might do another one of these videos maybe in June or something, because I'll probably be doing a lot of projects towards the end of the year and like not have a lot to do in school, so I think that could be fun to do. Okay, so we got 1 row done, and when I'm using a skein of yarn to like the very end, I like to use it up literally as much as possible. Like, if I'm using something and it's finishing out a project and then I only have like this much left, then I'll just call that scrap. But for things like this is how much I have left now. I did one row and then 3 stitches in the next row. And I am starting another skein of this real tail, obviously, because I have to finish this caterpillar, but since it is April 30th, I'm not going to finish it today. So the next clip I will see you in is my whole recap of all of the yarn that we finished this month. Okay, I'm filming this much later, but I'm going to do the full recap of all of the yarns that I finished in April. So in most of the video, it was going like in chronological order of the dates that I finished the yarn, but for this I'm going to group it by the color so we can really see how much of each color I used up. Okay, so first off was the spring green cake, and that was just 1 cake. Then patty green was like a full skein, and it was just 1 of those. Soft navy and real teal were used skeins when I started them, but I used 1 of each. Then the yellow parfait chunky, because there's sunshine and then there's yellow. So yellow was the lighter one that I used for the bees, and I used up 1 skein of that. Then sunshine yellow was the big one. So I used 3 full skeins of it and then a cake. And so that's everything that I previously mentioned in this video, but I had a spreadsheet going of the ones that I finished, and I guess I just didn't film for some of them. So, I told you about the key lime yarn. I did end up finishing that, I just didn't film about it. So I finished 1 skein of the key lime parfait chunky. The burgundy cake I also showed you. I did end up finishing that. I didn't think I was going to, but I did finish it. And then there was a skein of emerald parfait chunky yarn that I used. So that's like a darker green, kind of like the patty green, but like it's plush. So yeah, that is it for all of the yarn that I used in April. I know that by the time this video gets out, it's gonna be like July, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I do plan on doing this like more in the fall too, and I might even do like how much yarn I use in a year, so we'll see. But thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video, and I hope to see you in my next video.